Today we're going to deep dive into a trading platform, and one of the largest I know right now in the market, and I actually use them, is called Pepperstone. They are the largest Forex and CFD brokerage around. Now, what is CFDs? Let's talk deep dive into it right now. CFD is basically an instrument called contract for differences, and basically it's like a white paper which you can use to bet on any type of assets, anything from Forex to crypto to stocks, and it's a one-stop solution for many things. So if you're actually a trader or a scalper, you just want to buy in for the differences of a certain instrument, okay, this is the ideal platform for you. But there are many platforms out there, a lot of them which are not legit. There are also a lot that are scams, which is a reliable platform. So I would say one of them is actually Pepperstone, and why is because it's actually founded in 2010 in Australia. It's been around for a long time. It has been using and served by more than 600,000 traders across more than 160 countries. Let me dive a little bit more into whether the platform is good for you or not. So if you talk about Pepperstone right now, it's basically regulated by several countries. The FCA from United Kingdom, BaFin from Germany, even in Cyprus. So basically what you want to look about is a platform which is regulated by several big countries. If you're doing that, you're safe to trade, because you want to make sure that this platform is actually being recognized by different countries so that you can go into the assets there, trade and get out really fast. This level of regulations also means something very important. Now, if you don't know, sometimes when a company, especially a platform, you don't know where your money is actually stored. Then you can give the example of the frat guy, FTX, they kept the money all into their own accounts. When in companies like this, when there's regulation, what's more important is that you have a segregated account, which is under your own. It's kept under segregated accounts, right? It's not kept with the company account. So therefore, you know that your money is actually safer. So when you're trading about it, it's basically like opening a bank account. Money is actually under you and not stored under the company account, right? So your money is your money and not the company's money. One of the good things I like about their trading account, which is also very important, especially if you're a beginner or you're not really into the market 100%, is what they call the negative balance protection. It doesn't let your account go to negative. When you're actually trading, especially on margins right now, you could actually get quite into a lot of trouble, especially when the market goes on the direction that you don't want to. So with negative balance protection, it actually covers and protects your account so that you don't go into deficit. Well, it's very safe because that means the worst you can do is lose all your money and not owe extra money. And that, my friends, is very important. Now, what's the difference between platforms like Pepperstone and traditional brokerage? Basically, Pepperstone here doesn't trade in all these assets, it trades in contracts. So what it does is it writes a contract like a white paper. So it's called contract for differences, CFDs. And CFDs are basically white papers that allows you to buy any asset types. Now, if you compare that to normal brokerage firm, basically, for example, a stock company, you could buy in the NASDAQ, you could go out there to go into Binance that goes into crypto, and these are very focused on this kind of assets. However, for Pepperstone, basically, it's actually into CFDs, and CFD basically means it covers a lot of spans of all this, right? So you can go into crypto, you can go into stocks, you can go into gold. It's actually quite good to use CFDs, especially for commodities like gold and oil. If you're looking into a broad range, you kind of just want to trade in, especially in market volatility, and you want to make a little bit of money in all forms, but you don't want to go into too many platforms and open too many accounts, you can consider CFDs. One of the better platforms to go into is renowned ones like Pepperstone, whereby it's been around for a while, it's large enough, okay, and it's been authorized or it's been regulated by many markets. You can trade literally globally. Now, so let's deep dive a little bit more about what Pepperstone has to offer. Okay, they basically have two major accounts that you actually have over there. The first one is basically called Razor account. The raw spread starts from 0 pips, alright? But it's commission based. The commission base is basically $3.50 per site. So if you do it on buy and sell, you basically get $7 round trip. This is actually best for active traders, scalpers, and those using expert advisors. If you want the tightest possible spread, okay, and you don't mind paying the commissions, this is ideal for you. Okay, now there's another kind of account called the standard account, and this one I think I prefer it more, all right, because basically it's commission-free trading, but what happens is the spread starts from 1 pip per major pair, and the cost is already built in. So basically there is a cost to it, but they've already built it in. Okay, it's in the differences, but it makes it easier for people like myself who are not so expertly into the market. Once I want to go in and out, and I know that, you know, I just want to buy the differences, and the differences are large enough, it can cover my commissions. I just count the price where it's offered on the platform. I buy in at a certain price, okay, and I exit at a certain price, and I make my money straight away. And the platform makes the money straight away, hassle-free, don't have to count too much. This is a simpler pricing model that might appeal to most people like me who are beginners. The huge plus is that Pepperstone doesn't charge any deposit, withdrawal, or inactive fees. Okay, so this is quite rare in the industry because most of them actually do charge if you're actually not active as a user. So it's worth highlighting for this one. As spreads and fees, they vary from different markets. Their commodity spreads, especially in gold and oil, are quite competitive. The spot forex spread, well, it's mixed. Major pairs like Euro and USD are better than the average, while minor pairs is about quite in line with the industrial standards. Now, let's talk about trading platforms. So Pepperstone actually offers a variety of trading platforms for different traders. For example, MetaTrader 4, that's for Forex. I think those of you in the Forex industry will know this. Okay, MetaTrader 5 as well, which is the more advanced version of MT4. cTrader, now this I think is for institutional style trading. This one, not too familiar with it. I think you can look it out yourselves. Okay, it's great for scalpers and algo traders. Okay, now, people like myself, I love TradingViews, so it's really popular and it's easy to go and understand all this, learn for technical analysis, and it's easy to share and find trading ideas. They also have their own proprietary platforms, which is available on web and on app. Okay, and it's quite well designed and also quite highly customizable. All these platforms are available on desktop, web, mobile, if you allow yourself to trade from anywhere. So Pepperstone also offers an additional 28 trading tools for MetaTraders, which actually helps you to enhance your trading experience. One of the things I actually also want to share right now, okay, basically from what I find out there is actually about their execution. Well, I consider myself more as a retail trader, right? For those of you who are experts, I think the execution speed is actually very important. Pepperstone's major selling point right now is actually their ultra-fast execution speed, which is approximately 30 milliseconds. Now, this is a lot faster than many competitors, and it actually ensures that you react to the market changes in real time. So the fast execution is actually very crucial, especially for those of you who are scalpers. I have a friend who's a scalper, and he basically uses this because the time difference between where he goes in and goes out really important, because any small delays may impact actually the performance, the profitability of the trades. So now, if in terms of resources, now this is the part I also do like a lot. Pepperstone does actually provide a lot of educational resources which help traders in all levels to improve their skills. They have a lot of webinars which are hosted by industrial professionals. They have a lot of video tutorials as well to cover various trading points. And of course, the most important part is in-depth trading guides and articles. So this is what I really like about one of the things in Pepperstone, is that they have this global research team that actually offers regular market insights and analysis. And it helps you stay informed about the market trends without actually making any direct trading recommendations. It's very neutral in a sense, but it's also very concise. So it gives the information in a way where I like it, and I get to digest it in bit points, and also it helps me make my decision a lot better. There's no inclination to any of the trades, so the neutrality helps as well. So these resources are particularly useful for people like myself who are beginners, but I'm very sure that it's also beneficial to traders of all experience and levels. Now, if you're talking about payments, so let's cover about payments right now, right? So how do you actually pay to get online with Pepperstone? Pepperstone basically takes it's pretty universal global. It takes all sorts of payments, PayPal, you name it, credit card, bank transfers, USDT, anything out there, Apple Pay, Google Pay as well. So it's actually quite flexible for you to put your money in and of course take your money out as well in all these forms. It gives you the convenience, right, to do it anywhere regardless of your time or location. While that is easy in terms of payments, now deposits are of course instantaneous, but withdrawals will take anything from 1 to 3 business days. Don't go panicky if you don't see your money coming into your accounts immediately. Depending on the methods that you have, it will take some time for them to clear and get the money back to you. So give yourself about 1 to 3 business days. Okay, let's do a summary of what I've just shared with you right now, since we're actually on a review for Pepperstone. The pros, okay, I think it's really safe. That's one of the main features. If you're a beginner looking into CFDs and seeing how you can actually maximize yourself into the volatility of the markets, this would be a very good platform for you to start this with. It's highly regulated, that's what I'm saying, right? Because regulation is very important for safety, and I think for me, if you're looking into getting started with something, get started with something safe, right? So regulation is really high over here. Multiple top tier authorities from different countries globally that's actually approved Pepperstone, so you're relatively safe to use it. Okay, execution speed is really fast, right? So it's in and out, you know you're actually playing with the market. Always understand this, when you're using a platform to trade on a different asset class, there's always going to be a different delay. The execution speed is actually very important because you want to buy the moment you see the price, and you want to see that price reflection almost there. So 30 milliseconds is actually very fast. Almost gives you a guarantee that it's almost instantaneous. The last part I like to say right now is that there's no charge on deposits or withdrawals, because this is really important. These are all the hidden fees that you have, and also on inactive accounts. So if you're not such a active trader, okay, this is quite safe because they don't charge you any penalties or surcharges for accounts which are not active. Let me just read a couple of things I've just wrote down over here. There's a wide range of trading platforms which you can reference to. There's a lot of education resources, especially for those of you who are newbies. 24-hour trading on US shares, right, CFDs, multiple account currencies are available, and active trader memberships with volume-based rebates. Now, what's the disadvantage of it? Okay. Now, this is a CFD only trading. Okay, it's not suitable if you really want to buy an asset. You're not actually holding any assets if you understand this right now. CFDs are basically, well, it's not like gambling, but you're kind of like betting, right? You're gonna say, hey, this horse is gonna go this fast. So you're not gonna own the horse. So same like over here with CFDs, you're not gonna own any of the assets. You're not gonna own the oil, the gas, the crypto, the stocks. You're basically buying the differences in how they're going to perform, all right? Whether you're going up or down, you're going to get the difference and you're going to get the money. So if you're comfortable with this, then this is one of the good platforms for you to go and trade. Now, in terms of CFD, in terms of Pepperstone, I find that CFDs on cryptocurrency a bit limited. So if you're really a crypto player, you may want to consider going into the other major platforms just solely based on crypto and all, because they have a huge amount of altcoins. I do understand, right? Some people are actually into that. But here, they do have the cryptocurrency part, but it's quite limited, right? And so you can play it, but it's not going to be as big as the other platforms. Next thing is this: if you keep large amount of money inside your accounts, don't expect to have any interest onto it. It's not going to derive, they're not interest-bearing accounts, so you're not going to benefit from that as well. It's basically flat, right? The good news, of course, is that they're not charging, but the bad news is that they're not going to give you interest for it as well. This is what I get from their sites, because I'm not there, but it's okay. Okay, it's not available in some regions, which is including US and Canada. So if you're from both these countries, this probably won't be a platform that you'll be using. I do find that some of their spreads may be not as competitive if you go direct to the platforms as well. Well, they got to make some money. So do understand this, and if you're okay with this and you do understand you can still benefit and make money from it, then go ahead. So finally, after the pros and cons, actually you want to ask yourself, who is this actually good for? I would recommend for beginners, okay, like myself, right? If you're actually looking to something that you just want to play and explore the world of CFDs, and you want to see how you can maximize, getting into different asset classes without losing too much money, then I think this is something for you, right? It's definitely for beginners. Because the thing is this, you're not going to be an active trader. If you're not going to be an active trader dealing with, daily trades, then this is something that you might want to go and explore into. I love their standard accounts. It's just so much simpler. Yes, okay, all the commissions are all built in, but it's easier for me to count, and I can just focus on my trades rather than calculating how much I'm going to make. So these are something that I would highly recommend for those of you over here. And especially for me, I love the TradingView. I use TradingView for my trades. So TradingView is integrated with social trading insights. Now, for those of you who are advanced traders, I think it's okay as well. The Razor account really has tight spreads. There's multiple platforms like MT4, MT5, cTraders. So these are actually good for you guys. And of course, let's not forget the fast execution speed. This is really important. So they've integrated themselves very well to the market, and I think this will actually help a lot for that as well. Right, so in conclusion, I think Pepperstone stands out as one of the solid Forex and CFD brokers with competitive features. So overall, okay, I feel that Pepperstone is pretty much stands out as one of the more solid Forex and CFD brokers with competitive features. Okay, it's strongly regulated, multiple trading platforms, fast execution, and no hidden fees makes it pretty attractive as an option to many traders. Okay, so now if you're looking to trade CFDs across various markets with a reliable established broker, okay, trust me, okay, Pepperstone is pretty safe and boring, okay? It doesn't have too much drama into it, and it's definitely worth considering. So remember, CFD trading still involves risks, and it's important to understand how these instruments work before getting started. Okay? Bye.